A delicious mix of smooth milk chocolate and a secret hug of warm, oozing caramel makes a treat that has been a crowd pleaser since 1968. Caramilk combines rich, creamy chocolate with a hidden caramel center that gives a shocking burst of taste each time you chew. It's a refreshing taste with an equal dose of comfort and a twist of fun, which play at every bar for a tastier surprise. Step behind the doors of the Caramilk factory to see the complex process used to produce this extraordinary chocolate bar, layer by precious layer. Caramilk has been known for years for its rich milk chocolate and a secret caramel filling. In 1968, the bar was first produced and it soon became a staple in Canada due to both its taste and a certain mystery about the carbonated caramel's making. As clever advertising and fun theories have only amplified its allure over the decades, consumers are eager to speculate about what happens inside those pasteurized milk packages to set off that plush caramel sensation. The Caramilk story has been founded on tradition and innovation, attributes that are still reflected to this day in the product. The journey begins with the chocolate itself. High-quality cocoa beans sourced from tropical regions form the foundation of Caramilk's signature milk chocolate. The production process starts with selecting only the best beans, which are then cleaned and roasted at precise temperatures. Roasting not only brings out the natural flavors, but also softens the bitterness inherent in raw cocoa, creating a rich, aromatic profile that sets the stage for what comes next. Once the beans have been roasted, they undergo a deshelling process to reveal the cocoa nibs, the heart of the chocolate. These nibs are ground into a thick paste, a mixture known as cocoa liquor, which serves as the base for the chocolate blend. The cocoa liquor is then combined with milk, sugar, and cocoa butter in large mixing vats. Gentle heating and stirring ensure that every ingredient is fully integrated, resulting in a smooth, uniform mixture. A critical stage in producing the chocolate shell is tempering. During tempering, the chocolate mixture is carefully cooled and then reheated in cycles. This process allows the cocoa butter to form a stable crystalline structure, which gives the chocolate its shiny appearance and the satisfying snap when broken. Precision in tempering is essential. The final product must be firm enough to hold its shape while still melting delectably upon consumption. Parallel to the chocolate production is the creation of the caramel center, which provides the unexpected burst of flavor that defines Caramilk. The caramel is prepared by blending high-quality sugar, butter, cream, and a touch of vanilla. These ingredients are combined in large industrial vats and heated gradually to a controlled temperature. This slow cooking process transforms the raw ingredients into a smooth golden caramel with a luxurious consistency. Temperature control during caramel preparation is crucial. The mixture must reach a precise stage where it remains fluid enough to be injected into the chocolate mold, yet thick enough to retain its form once the chocolate sets. Skilled confectioners monitor every step, ensuring that the caramel achieves the ideal viscosity and flavor balance. The result is a caramel that is both rich and delicate, capable of contrasting beautifully with a robust milk chocolate exterior. Once both the chocolate and caramel are ready, the next stage involves the creation of the bar itself. The process begins with pouring the tempered chocolate into specially designed molds. These molds are crafted to form the distinct shape of a Caramilk bar, complete with cavities where the caramel will eventually be placed. The design of the mold is critical. It must allow for precise distribution of the liquid caramel while ensuring that the chocolate forms a uniform shell. The molding stage is executed with machine precision. The molds are first filled with a thin layer of chocolate, which coats the interior surfaces and forms a base for the caramel. In some production methods, the mold may be designed to hold the chocolate temporarily while the caramel is prepared for injection. This stage marks the transition from raw mixtures to a product that begins to take on the familiar form seen on store shelves. There has been much discussion over the years regarding the exact method used to insert the flowing caramel into the Caramilk bar. Reliable sources point to one of three popular techniques that the confectionery industry employs. Although the precise method remains a guarded secret, a closer look at these three approaches helps illustrate the possibilities. One method involves a pouring process in a chocolate mold. In this approach, chocolate is first poured into the mold, which is designed with cavities specifically shaped to hold caramel. Once the chocolate base has set sufficiently, liquid caramel is poured into the cavities. The bar then passes under a jet of cold air, which quickly hardens the surface of the caramel. A final layer of melted chocolate is added to seal the caramel inside. The process concludes with cooling and demolding, resulting in a chocolate bar with a hidden caramel center. Another possibility is an enzymatic process. In this method, solid blocks of caramel are placed into the cavities of preformed chocolate molds. An enzyme known as invertase is then added, which gradually converts the solid caramel into a flowing liquid over the course of a few days. This slow transformation allows the caramel to develop a deep, smooth consistency, hidden behind the chocolate until the perfect moment when the bar is enjoyed. The third approach is known as the one-shot pouring process. This technique involves the simultaneous injection of both chocolate and caramel into the mold. A specialized double-pipe system is used where melted chocolate flows through an outer pipe and, nested inside, liquid caramel flows through a smaller pipe. As the mixture is deposited into the mold, a thin layer of chocolate lines the cavity, followed immediately by the caramel, and finally, a top layer of chocolate seals the center. The timing of the injections is crucial to ensure that the layers integrate perfectly, leaving no gaps between the chocolate and caramel. While the exact method used at the Seoul Caramilk production facility remains confidential, each of these techniques highlights the perfectionism that goes into creating a bar that balances texture and flavor so remarkably. After the caramel is introduced into the mold, the next step is sealing it within the chocolate. The sealing process is essential to ensure that the caramel remains securely enclosed and does not leak or mix prematurely with the surrounding chocolate. This is achieved by carefully pouring an additional layer of tempered chocolate over the filled mold. This top layer adheres firmly to the base, creating a complete enclosure around the caramel. The sealing process must occur at just the right moment. The chocolate should be fluid enough to coat the mold evenly, but not so runny that it dilutes the flavor or disrupts the delicate balance of the layers. Automated machinery handles this part of the process, delivering a consistent layer of chocolate that wraps around the caramel in a seamless manner. The result is a bar where the hidden caramel remains perfectly contained, ready to be revealed with every bite. Once the chocolate shell is sealed, the next phase involves cooling and hardening the bar. The molds pass through cooling tunnels where controlled temperatures rapidly set the chocolate. This step is vital because it locks in the structure, ensuring that the chocolate remains crisp on the outside while the caramel remains its smooth, flowing texture inside. During cooling, the factory systems carefully regulate airflow and temperature to prevent any variation in the bar's texture. The cooling tunnels are designed to create an environment where the chocolate crystallizes properly, contributing to its shiny finish and satisfying snap. This stage represents the final transformation of the product, from a fluid mixture to a solid confection that is ready for handling and packaging. In some production lines, additional decorative touches may be applied. For instance, a subtle swirl or embossed design on the surface of the chocolate can serve as a signature mark of the brand, hinting at the care and craftsmanship that went into its creation. Although these final touches may seem minor, they contribute to the overall appeal and consistency that consumers have come to expect from Caramilk. The final stage of production is quality control and packaging, a critical step in ensuring that every bar meets the high standards that the brand is known for. At various checkpoints throughout the production process, quality control teams inspect the product for uniformity, consistency, and overall appearance. Sensors and automated systems help detect any deviations in temperature, texture, or weight, triggering immediate corrective measures if necessary. Once the bars have passed these rigorous tests, They move on to the packaging phase. The packaging process is highly automated, with machinery wrapping each Caramilk bar in distinctive, eye-catching material that reflects the brand's identity. The wrappers are designed to preserve freshness and protect the delicate balance of chocolate and caramel until the product reaches consumers. Efficient wrapping machines seal the bars at high speeds, ensuring that each package is airtight and secure. The final product is then boxed and prepared for distribution. This stage marks the end of the production journey and the beginning of the bar's journey to stores, where it will delight fans across the country and beyond. Every step of the Caramilk production process, from the selection of ingredients to the final packaging, is a testament to the careful balance between tradition and innovation. The manufacturing facility is a hub of modern technology and refined artisanal methods, where precision and consistency are paramount. The mystery behind the Caramel Center adds an extra layer of mystery that has helped Caramilk maintain its status as a cherished treat for over half a century. If you've enjoyed this journey towards the long-lasting nostalgic chocolate, like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more amazing manufacturing truths behind our favorite foods. Cheers!